Good morning. I'm converting an ex-A&E ambulance into a motorhome. It's rail 1016 yellow, sulphur yellow, and as you can see on the door there's a rather nasty scab which needs dealing with. There's also at the front of each wing a hole where the blue lights were that needs filling and painting. There's some minor blistering there. The black stuff is pure rust, I think, that I may have painted it with when I first bought the van, just to try and keep the rust at bay. So that's this side, a little bit down there, that horrible scab there, fill and paint that hole there. At the top, it's clobbered a few things. The corners are made of fiberglass. They could do with filling and painting, but that's not critical because they don't cause any water ingress. There's a bit of damage you can see there just below where I've installed an awning, and it's similar at the other end, which I'll walk to now. There's some damage at the top there as well. You can see I've got the van under a carport. There's plenty of space to work. I have a scaffold tower for access to these two corners, but these two corners aren't critical. It's the damage on the door and the wings that I want dealing with. Now I'll show you the other side of the van. On this side we've got two scabs on the door. Again, those black patches are cure rust. The actual rust patches you can see are the darker parts, and there's also a little bit of blistering below the trim, so I'd like these addressed as well. Again, a hole where the blue light was and a little bit of dent in there. I'm not too bothered about the dents, they may or may not come out, but I would like the holes filled. On this side of this van there's some damage at the top. It's got some battle damage. It's obviously been driven into various things, trees, walls, God knows what in its use. There it's perforated through the aluminium. This is an aluminium body, by the way. That I would like made good because again there may be some water ingress in those holes there. There's some scar in here as well where the main socket is, but that's more like battle scars. I'm not bothered about those. That actually adds to the character of the vehicle. But certainly the damage up there, which is about 18 inches long though, that actual area there, I would like that dealt with as best as possible, made good, filled. So that's all we've really got on this side. Let's say scabbing. I'm quite happy to take all the plastic off the doors and even take the door cards out, everything else, because I don't actually know if there's anything else underneath there, but you can certainly see a bit of rust appearing at the top. So if you can give me a price for this piece of work, I can't bring the van to you because it's actually the taxation class is still an ambulance, and I can't legally drive this until I've converted it into a motorhome and changed the taxation class. If I got stopped I'll be in trouble because our ambulance taxes are free, and I understand you provide a mobile service. So hopefully from the information I've sent you, you can give me a price. I live just north of Ellesmere in Shropshire. This ambulance is based on a Mercedes Sprinter, and as you probably know, Sprinters rust. The seal had completely perished along there. They don't seem to last very well. I've got a Craft as well with the same sort of problems, but the seal had perished along there. And obviously the constant wear of people walking in and out has also caused the paint to be worn away along the edge there. So that area of rust could do with repainting again with rail 1016, and that wear there where the footfall was. So as I said, give me a price, and if you'd like to come do the work, if you haven't done an A&E ambulance before and fancy doing something for a novelty, you're more than welcome. Thank you.